this is Andre Kenshin here, and this is the baseball. Welcome back to baseball fans. It's gonna be the baseball is back for the MLB reopening day for the face-off today with the Texas Rangers as they take on Chicago Cubs, and this is the MLB Season Predictions. Right, they're gonna take over the road to the 2024 World Series as the defending World Series champs and the favorite team, Texas Rangers, ready for the big defense. So now we're getting started for the start off in the AL East. My fifth place Boston Red Sox. I don't think the Red Sox fans are ruined. I'm gonna have to get 73 wins and 89 losses. So I'm gonna have to put the fifth place for the Red Sox. Fourth place from the Toronto is calling Toronto Blue Jays. I believe once they take over, we're gonna have to get in. So we're gonna take over sides. So we're gonna check for getting Toronto Blue Jays. Get it down. We're gonna have to go 82 wins. The third place is from the AL East, Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Rays in the last year they ended up losing in the sweep by the Texas Rangers. I'm gonna take over. It's going to be I'm gonna take the third place for Tampa Bay Rays. I have to go 84 wins. A second place in the AL East, which is I'm gonna have to go the Baltimore Oilers. Baltimore Oilers didn't get in the number one seed in the AL East, so but they didn't get in the World Series, but fell short to the Texas Rangers in a sweep 0-3. So I have to go put Baltimore Oilers taking 90 wins and 72 losses. And finally, the first place from the AL East, the New York Yankees. New York Yankees are the first place. Is 98 wins and 64 losses. Did not reach in the playoffs last year. So I'm gonna have to go put New York Yankees to get in the playoffs. Move on in the AL Central. Kansas City Royals, the fifth place. I hate Kansas City Royals fans. They're able to put 63 wins this mark. Chicago White Sox, the fourth place. I don't want the Chicago White Sox. They're put 71 and 91 losses. I'm gonna get the Chicago White Sox. Did not get in the playoffs. The third place is the Detroit Tigers. I have to put in the Detroit Tigers, taking out the 79 wins and 83 losses. The second place is the Minnesota Twins. Last year, Minnesota Twins make it the ALDS for the first time. It ain't taken a while. It was the 2002. It was 2006 actually. No, this is not 2006. It's 2002. 2002 making it to the World ALCS, having the Minnesota Twins. They beat Toronto Blue Jays in a sweep, and then they fell short in 4 against the Astros. And I have to put Twins are 83 wins and 79 losses. And the Cleveland Guardians, the first place, finished with 92 wins and 17 losses. Did not make it to the playoffs, and it happened last year. So I have to put the Cleveland Guardians to get back in the playoffs. Move on in the AL West. A fifth place for Oakland Athletics in the playoffs. So I have to put with Oakland Athletics will not enter the playoffs with 59 wins. Next up, the fourth place is the Los Angeles Angels. I have to get the Don't Like Angels to take the done. So I have to put 72 wins and 9 losses. Third place, Seattle Mariners. That happened back in 2 years ago. The Mariners ends the drought in 21 years. That happened. The Mariners did happen to make it to the playoffs as the fifth seed in 2022, and then did not enter the playoffs in 2023. So I have to put 87 wins and 75 losses. The second place from the AL West. We're not going to put the first place Astros, and we have put second place with Houston Astros with 96 wins and 66 losses. I have to get the Astros get it done. We're not making the ALDS right, the ALCS right there. They lose to the Texas Rangers, and there he is, my favorite team. This is called the first place from the AL West, the defending World Series champs, Texas Rangers. In real life, that happened. Texas Rangers, they won the first World Series championship in over a month ago. He take out the Arizona Diamondbacks in 5, and the road team for the Texas Rangers getting perfect go 11-0. Wow, the incredible run for the Texas Rangers as the favorite team to win. And I love Texas Rangers. We're gonna take the help chance to get a repeated title run tomorrow against Chicago Cubs. Move on in the NL East. For the fifth place, I don't like Washington Nationals. I then have to put 60 wins and 102 losses for Washington Nationals. A fourth place, I have to put Miami Marlins. Last year, they make it to the playoffs as the fifth seed for the Marlins, but didn't see the home field advantage for Miami Marlins because they ended up losing in a sweep by the Philadelphia Phillies. The last time the Miami Marlins are home in the playoffs, it was Game 5 of the 2003 World Series. Actually, very, very wild. So I put Marlins on 81 wins and 81 losses. Third place is going to be the New York Mets. I have to put with 88 wins and 74 losses. This is going to be a great one. The second place, which is the Philadelphia Phillies, with 98 wins and 64 losses. And it happened last year. The Philadelphia Phillies are making it to the NLCS before they fell short to Arizona Diamondbacks in a tough 7-game series. And finally, in the NL East is the Atlanta Braves. I have to put the first place there, 104 and 58 series, and it happened in the standings. So I have to put back the Braves again to win the division title. And for Jazz, I wouldn't believe it would do who the Jazz
5 years, no? Tapos fine na 100,000 SGD.
sixth straight division title for Atlanta Braves. Move on to the NL Central. We have the Cincinnati Reds take on the Cincinnati Reds and have 73 wins. Pittsburgh Pirates, I'm going to put the fourth place with 77 wins and 85 losses. The third place for St. Louis Cardinals, I have to put 82 wins and 80 losses. I will take over it, so I have to go with the St. Louis Cardinals. Second place from the NL Central, the Chicago Cubs. I will put 85 wins and 77 losses, and then it happened there. And then finally, the first place for the NL Central, Milwaukee Brewers, finished with 92 wins and 70 losses. And that happened last year. The Brewers back in the playoffs. That happened, and they fell short in the sweep to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Move on, and finally the NL West. For fifth place from the NL West, the Colorado Rockies are 70 and 92. Second place from the NL West, San Francisco Giants were put 84 wins and 78 losses. Third place from the NL West, San Diego Padres is 87 wins and 75 losses. They didn't make it to the playoffs 2 years ago. They fought the Padres and they upset over the Dodgers and they fell short to the Phillies in a great game. So I have to put San Diego Padres to get a third. The second place from the NL West, Arizona Diamondbacks, we're going to put 90 to 72. Since they happened to make in the World Series last year, they make incredible run, including upsets, knock off Bruins, knock off Dodgers, and knock off Phillies before they fell short to the favorite team by the Texas Rangers. I have to put 90 to 72. And finally, the NL West is the Los Angeles Dodgers. How many times the Dodgers will they take the division title? It's counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and except for 2021, so many times division title. No, it is not true or false. Did Dodgers taking 11 straight division titles? No, it's false because the Giants he takes the division title take over in the NL West. So I have to put the Dodgers in the first place, and this is also the first year that happened. A scary Dodgers team since because they put Shohei Ohtani and they leaving the Angels to find another Los Angeles, which is the Dodgers. So this is gonna be the scary team for Los Angeles Dodgers who are put in first place. Now, heading to the playoffs right there, we're gonna take all for the MLB playoffs. Comment down below who thinks on this chance to make another playoff predictions for the video. So hopefully this is not a great game. On the road, the World Series once again in 2024. So now we get ready for the start off. We had a wild card between the Astros and the Orioles. Both teams in the top 2 seats last year. So actually we did for the last standings right there. Let's check out the last standings. We got the top 16 to make the playoffs. First place is Texas Rangers. Second place New York Yankees. Third place Cleveland Guardians at the top three division titles. Rangers, Yankees, and Guardians. And a wild card, the 4 seed Astros, the 5 seed Oilers, and the 6 seed Mariners. And the top the nine teams already got eliminated for playoff contention. We got Rays, Twins, Blue Jays, Tigers, Red Sox, Angels, White Sox, Royals, and Atlantics. On the National League side, for division titles, three division titles right there. Braves, Dodgers, Bruins are the division title, and the wild card teams, the top three wild cards, Phillies, Diamondbacks, and Mets. And eliminated were 9 teams in NL: Padres, Cubs, Giants, Cardinals, Marlins, Pirates, Reds, Rockies, and Nationals. Let's get back in the playoffs right there. We're gonna take out and check out the first matchup featuring the Houston Astros and the Baltimore Oilers. These two teams that happened last year, they're in the top two seeds in the ALDS, will make it to the bye week. So it doesn't matter right here. We're gonna take the three games to the top for the Houston Astros as they win the series. Oops, they caught on my wrong side. We're gonna take the Houston Astros, win the series, and it's close in three games over the Baltimore Oilers, 2-1 in the series. Move on here in the 3-6 game. Cleveland Guardians take on the Seattle Mariners. I am gonna get the sweep done for the Mariners as they sweep from the Cleveland Guardians. They win the series 2-0. Move on in the NO. We got Phillies and Diamondbacks. And also we're gonna take the sweep for the Phillies as take the rematch of the NOCS that happened. The Phillies lost and Diamondbacks in a decisive battle in Game 7. And finally, the Bruins and the Mets. I have to go for the Brewers will move on over the past from the New York Mets to move on. And they win the series in 3 games. And now for the ALCS, and now it's gonna be the Battle of Texas in the rematch of the ALCS last year. Rangers versus Astros, and this is not gonna pick the Astros fans. We're gonna take over the top of the pick. My little favorite team, the defending champs, Texas Rangers, move on to the ALCS. Take the series, win this series in 5 games in a close game, 3-2 over the Houston Astros. Move on the another match of the ALDS, Yankees and the Mariners. I have to put a 4 games win for the Yankees to take out the Seattle Mariners in 4 games. Move on in the other series, Phillies and Braves, and we're gonna upset there as the Phillies beats the top seed Braves for the third time in a row. Like the deja vu again, so we're gonna take deja vu, win the series in 4 games over the Braves, 3-1. And finally, in the last one, the NLDS, the Dodgers and Bruins. And I gotta go for the sweep for the Dodgers. I'm gonna forget the copy first and the pace for the Dodgers. I'm gonna get sweep this series over the Brewers 3-0. Now, my final 4 picks for the Conference Championship Series. We got the Rangers versus Yankees and the Phillies versus Dodgers. The first team to move on, and we're gonna do the favorite team again to win, get back in the World Series. They win the series in 6 games over the New York Yankees. Right there as the favorite team. Texas Rangers move on to the World Series, and we got the Phillies and Dodgers, red versus blue. And I have to go Shohei Ohtani. Mix is gonna be the first World Series as they win the series in 7 games. Move on to the World Series. Now for the World Series, Rangers versus Dodgers. It's gonna be a great game. Ken Ohtani looking to get down the first World Series title, but the Rangers searches for the back-to-back World Series title. And I'm gonna win this series for my favorite team again for the Texas Rangers. They win this series in 6 games over the Los Angeles Dodgers, and take the home crown to get a back-to-back champions by the Texas Rangers. And there you go, guys. This is Andre Shin here. Incredible and yay for the baseball as the baseball World Sports is coming back, and our opening day tomorrow night is gonna be the Chicago Cubs take on the Texas Rangers, and then tomorrow we have upcoming games in the Press Bowl recap soon, and the Sweet 16 will also come out for tomorrow night. So this is Andre Kenshin. We'll see you tomorrow night for 2K12 Press Book and the upcoming games in Press Book recap. Good night, everyone.